Hello, everybody. My name is Father Michael Goyette, and this is your 2-minute homily. Today, we're talking about the Sunday readings, and in the parable, Jesus tells about a man who owed his master a huge amount. How huge is this? 10,000 talents of gold. That's a lot of gold. How much is it worth? In fact, it would take 200,000 years for the average worker to make that much amount of money. That's how long it would take to pay him back. How much does the other guy owe him? A little fraction. In fact, 100 days' worth, which is still a lot. 3 months of work is still a lot of work. But compared to 200,000 years, that's nothing. So, in order to be forgiven, Jesus says, you got to forgive people who offend you. That way, when you offend God, that'll be forgiven, right? But sometimes people say to themselves, yeah, but I'm the good guy. You know? I mean, people, they do bad things to me. I just try to be nice to people. Everybody's attacking me. Why do I have to forgive? I don't owe that much. They owe me more. But we're not taking into consideration the reality that when we sin, there's two aspects to it. We get two kinds of punishment. One is the eternal punishment for offending God, because whenever we sin against somebody else, we're offending God, we're attacking God, we're attacking His image. Even when we sin against ourselves, we're attacking ourselves, which are God's image. And that is an offense against a God, right? And a sin against an infinitely good, infinitely holy, infinitely generous God is actually an infinite amount. And so we can't pay that back, right? Whenever you commit a mortal sin, doesn't matter. You can't pay it back because it's too much. That's what the 200,000 years represent. It's too hard. But we also have the sin against the other person. That we can kind of pay back. You know, you steal $100, you give $100 back. You can kind of pay that out. So whenever we sin, we have two aspects, right? Now what we do is we just focus on what people have done to us, and then we ignore what we owe God. We think we're good with God. We think we're okay. But if we want our debt to God to be forgiven, we got to forgive our neighbor. So if you want to go to heaven, I want to go to heaven. If you want to go to heaven, you got to forgive, right? Because the reality is we owe God much more than what anybody else owes us.